Hi, this is going to be a video about starting the conversation when some tension has happened in a conversation with someone. So for interpersonal tensions or conflicts, it can be really helpful if you get a sense that something that you said in the conversation landed awkwardly, or there's something left between you. It could be really helpful to take the initiative to start the conversation. So there are different ways you might want to do this, ranging from a kind of tentative inquiry to how it all was, towards where you actually are expressing regret about the conversation. So the tentative inquiry would be something like, I've been reflecting on our conversation yesterday. How was it for you? So that's a simple connection request, an invitation for the other person to add something. Or it could be more along the lines of, I'm guessing it was hard for you yesterday. Do you want to talk more about it? If there's a bit more of a solid sense of, yeah, that was a difficult, painful conversation in some way. Or if you look at and remember what you said and you have regret about it, you can name that. You can say, I'm regretting what I said yesterday. Do you want to tell me how it was for you? So these are ways that you can start the conversation and take the responsibility to off of the other person, who, if they have been impacted, it can be very hard to then say, actually, that was really difficult, if you are supporting them by starting the conversation. Now, these kinds of conversations are only really possible if you have a sense of self-worth. And most of us are conditioned with punitive tendencies. So we believe that we will be punished for making mistakes. That's inherent in a lot of us with our conditioning and education. So we need to counteract that conditioning. Otherwise, we're never going to have these kind of conversations. So if you notice that you are avoiding the person or going numb, or even blaming the other person for having caused the situation, if you are sort of stuck in an enemy image of them, it can be really helpful to move through this and process this yourself. So you can ground, and grounding is as simple as taking a few conscious, mindful breaths, like 3 breath cycles, paying attention to your breath. It can also be putting your feet on the ground and imagining roots coming out of your feet. It could be shaking things off. It could be going for a walk. It could also be telling yourself that I can make mistakes. Even if I make mistakes, I am safe and I belong. Or making mistakes is the way that I'm going to grow. And if the belief is really, really deep, sometimes we can call that an unconscious contract, leaning on the work of Sarah Peyton. And you will need to release the unconscious contract. So an example of this is, I believe that if I make mistakes, I should be punished. And what you'll need to do is just check, do I still really believe that? And normally you won't believe that. You'll say, no, I don't believe that at all. And you need to consciously let go of that contract. So I release that contract and reinstate a new belief, something like, I can repair if I make mistakes, or I am safe and belong even if I make mistakes. So check out Sarah Peyton's work for more on that. The other thing you can do is tap using emotional freedom techniques, tapping, where you tap around the points. I'll put a link into so you can find out how to do that, with a statement such as, I restore the right energy, balance and flow to, it could be your old belief, I should be punished, or it could be a new belief, to I am safe and I belong.